Hey guys, it's Matador, and I did not know what videos to record today, so since E3 is going on right now, I'm just gonna do kind of a, not necessarily a reaction video because I'm not gonna watch anything while I'm like reacting to it for you guys, but I will do kind of a takeaway video for the first few days of it because I was kind of passively paying attention to it for a while, but then I tuned back in, I watched all the trailers that I missed because I forgot to watch a lot of it live because, I don't know, I just forgot. So I guess I'll just kind of talk about what I've thought so far. Now I know there are lots of people out there who are doing reactions live as it's happening. Lots of people out there with way more followers than me, with way more influential opinions than me. But I just like to make videos and like to put things out there about what I think about stuff like this. So let's go ahead and just talk about some of the things that have come through in E3 so far. All right, so I think it is it's Tuesday, the 14th when I'm recording this, so I think the Zelda one was the one that came out today, or the Nintendo announcement. So that would be Legend of Zelda, oh what was it? Breath of the Wild, I think. Let me double check that real quick. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. That one actually looks really good. I know nothing about the story, but I don't think anybody does yet. But I know that visually it looks somewhere in between Twilight Princess and Wind Waker, which were actually two of my favorite Zelda games. They were really, really fun. I loved Twilight Princess. Wind Waker was just beautiful. It was really pretty. And so this one looks kind of like it's kind of an in-between step. It looks like it could be a lot more serious, and to be perfectly honest, I haven't actually played any of the most recent Zelda games. I haven't played a Zelda game, I don't think, since Twilight Princess. Not for any reason other than the fact that I just don't have the Wii. I don't have a Nintendo Wii. I was about to say I don't have a Wii, but that sounded funny, so tried to say something different, but it didn't come out any better. So that one at least looks really visually interesting, and if I ever have a way to play it when it comes out, I'll probably play it. I don't know if I will though. I'm not wild enough about any games that are on the Wii U to buy one, so I don't know. We'll see. Moving on from there, Death Stranding looked at least interesting. I mean, I saw the trailer. I have a lot of questions about that game. I have very mixed feelings on Hideo Kojima, just kind of in general. Like, I like the concepts that he makes, but a lot of the gameplay things that he puts in there, like that one of my major criticisms of PT when that happened was like all the really esoteric stuff that you had to go through to find, like the fact that you actually had to be able to go into the pause menu and find anything that was hidden in the menu to progress the game. Yeah, it's a unique mechanic, and yeah, it's interesting and the kind of thing that you don't see very often. But I don't know, it just seemed kind of stupid to me because, like, how are you supposed to think of that? And also it takes you out of the moment, it takes you out of the game. So for me at least, he's kind of known for a lot of stuff like that. That's kind of his thing, is stuff that, like, you had to think outside of the box to get it and to understand it and to figure it out. But it takes you out of the game really quickly. But Norman Reedus is in it, and I really like him, so I'm interested. I mean, the trailer was at least intriguing. I'm very curious. Like I said, I have a lot of questions about this one. But it is just like the debut trailer, just like the intro story trailer. So I guess we'll have to see. I don't know what else is going to be coming from this one in the future. Let's see, what else was there? Final Fantasy 15 got a new trailer. I still, like, I played the demo of it, the Platinum demo, but I'm still kind of on the fence about that one because I haven't really been a fan of a lot of the last Final Fantasy games. I don't know why, it's just like, they kind of lost my interest a few years ago. It seemed like, I don't know, they got really repetitive, I guess, and I should probably go back and give them a little bit more of my time. I may give this one some of my time because it at least looks interesting, and you can hear my rant about this if you want to go back and watch the videos that I played on the Platinum demo, but I mean, I have been waiting for that game for like 10 years, so I feel like if I don't at least give it a shot, then, I don't know, I should at least give it a chance because it does look interesting. It looks like fun. I don't know much about the story, honestly. I haven't paid too much attention to what the story of things are, but the game looks fun, it looks interesting, so maybe I'll give that one a shot, I don't know. Horizon Zero Dawn, obviously, looks really amazing. I don't think I know anybody who hasn't shut up about how cool that game looks, and I can't wait to play that game. I don't care if the release date got pushed back a little bit, because that means that maybe they can fine-tune it to be like exactly the perfect game that they want, which it looks amazing already. I cannot wait to play that game. It looks stupid fun. And I really don't think I have much else to say about that one because it looks good. And that's really all I can say about it, is it looks really, really good. One that came out of left field for me though was God of War. New God of War was announced, and I saw the trailer for that. I have mixed feelings because I really like God of War, and it looks interesting. It does, and like the gameplay looked really solid. It's a very different type of gameplay than we've seen before. It's a lot more like close perspective, really tight perspective, third person behind him. It's a lot less. The camera is a lot less broad than it has been in the past. But it looks interesting. I don't know, like I suddenly cannot remember what happened at the end of God of War 3, so I don't know how this ties in, like how long it's been. I know it's in an entirely different landscape. It seems more Norse mythology based, which is interesting. I don't know what that means. I don't know if like that means that time has passed and Kratos has moved on, or if we're somehow in like a reimagining of the God of War series, a reimagining of the character. I don't think that's the case. I think it's actually in the future. So I don't know. It looks fun though. Like the game was good, or the gameplay was good. The story elements that they introduced with Kratos and his son were really interesting. It's he's a much gentler. I don't want to say gentle because Kratos is never gentle, but he seems a much more low-key person. He seems a lot less overtly angry with the world around him. So I don't know, maybe things have happened in his life since the last game, so I'm interested in that. I want to see what happens. Okay, probably the game that I'm most excited for is Mass Effect Andromeda, because, I don't know, like, every Mass Effect fan kind of just shies away from talking about the ending of Mass Effect 3. Like, Ashley and I, whenever we start talking about Mass Effect, we'll always just be like, we don't talk about that. So as soon as I heard they were doing a new Mass Effect game, I was instantly a little bit skeptical because just of how hard the last game just like dropped me on my ass when it ended. But it looks fun. I know next to nothing about what the story is going to be. All I know is it's a different galaxy, different things are happening, you're a new character, you're not Shepard anymore, obviously. But it looks good. I haven't really seen much of the actual game itself, but I don't really know. I really want to say it looks good because like I love BioWare and I love Mass Effect. But we're just going to have to see, I guess. I don't know. I hesitate to throw everything that I have behind it again, but I'm cautiously really looking forward to it. Another one that I'm cautiously optimistic for is the new Spider-Man game, which, again, kind of came out of left field. I didn't really expect it. I probably should have, given as seeing as like Spider-Man was in the new Captain America movie, there's a new Spider-Man movie coming out. Probably should have seen that coming, but it looks good. Again, cautiously optimistic about it because Spider-Man 2, the video game that was based on Spider-Man 2, the movie, was awesome. That was one of my favorite games. That was a really good game. And probably the best like Spider-Man video game experience that's happened. And if you guys don't know, Spider-Man has always been my favorite superhero. He was always my favorite since I was a kid. And he continues to be my favorite now. Just like any Spider-Man games that have happened since that one have not been very good. And to the point where I kind of just stopped paying attention to them and stopped playing them altogether. This one looks fun. I haven't seen much actual gameplay from it, but so I'm gonna hold off judgment until I actually see some gameplay happening. But if it's anything like Spider-Man 2, hopefully it'll be really good. Let's see. There's a new Resident Evil game announced, but I was never a huge Resident Evil fan. It looks like it's going in a very different direction, like more of a Silent Hill vibe to it. So I don't really know much about that. Like I said, I haven't played. I think the last Resident Evil game I played was Resident Evil 4, which was good, but still, I don't know, just they were never my style. I never enjoyed the gameplay. I never had fun with them. So I'm not going to really say anything one way or the other about that because I was never a huge fan of the series. One that I am also very excited for though, this will probably be the last one that I talk about, but We Happy Few is kind of surprising me because that was just like, the first I heard of it was when it was like, I think it was when Jacksepticeye played it, and it was in early access. It's still in early access right now. You can actually go out and play an early access version of We Happy Few. But that was kind of all I knew about it. It looked like vaguely BioShock inspired, kind of similar to that vibe. But there wasn't a whole lot there because it was an early access alpha demo. But after this story trailer, I'm really intrigued. Like it's got a really BioShocky vibe to it, way more so than I thought. And it looks a lot more polished and a lot more sleek and a lot more done than it has that I've seen it before, and suddenly I'm really interested. I want to see what else they have coming out for this one. There's a lot of other games that have been talked about and announced and teased since then, but those are just the ones that kind of jumped out to me. A lot of the other games, they look really cool, but I don't have a lot of experience with a lot of their franchises. Like I know Watch Dogs 2 was announced. I never played Watch Dogs 1, so I don't have anything to say about that. I heard it's really good though. New Dead Rising, I haven't played very many of those. So I'm not really going to say much about any of the others because I don't feel like I'm really qualified to. And I haven't watched all of the trailers yet. Like I said, I wasn't watching this live as it happened. I'm going back and like retroactively watching the trailers that interest me. But that's just kind of what jumped out at me from the slew of games that get announced so far. I am probably going to watch it live tomorrow, so I'll be making another one of these of anything else that jumps out at me and just kind of talking about what I think. So let me know what you think. Let me know what your favorite games that you've heard announced so far have been. Let me know what you think looks good, what you think looks bad. Let me know how horribly wrong you think I am in the comments down below and how grossly mistaken about all of these games that I am. Don't really. I would appreciate it if you didn't leave super hateful comments here. Also, if our friend Zombie is watching this right now, I'm really jealous of you that you get to be at E3 right now, but I hope you have a fantastic time, and I hope you take pictures, and I hope that I can see them. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this video and for humoring me and giving me a few moments of your time. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next one. Thank you guys again, and I'll see you guys soon. I mean, check all this out. You want old PlayStation games, we got it. CDs, we got that. PlayStation 2 games, Xbox 360. The Star Wars figure, got one of those. Don't know why. DVDs, collector's editions, all that good stuff. I could probably get a decent amount for some of this, but like,